Why, hello there YouTube and welcome to a Revolting review. I am Random Ross and today I review The Curse of Frankenstein. So this is directed by Terrence Fisher and screenplay written by Jimmy Sangster and based on the novel Frankenstein, the Modern Day Prometheus by Mary Shelley. That stars Peter Cushing, Hazel Court, Robert Pinhart, and Christopher Lee. So this is a Hammer horror classic where the Baron Frankenstein is imprisoned for a crime that he had committed, and of course we then see a flashback of his ordeal and his his experiments of creating new life out of the dead. And of course he succeeds in this by creating a creature played by Christopher Lee, and of course things escalate badly from there, and his secrets and his dark nature starts to come about, and of course in the end it all crumbles down on him. So that's pretty much the story there. So what do I like about this one? This one I've seen many times, but I never really reviewed it before. It was on last night on the telly and I thought I'd give it a watch. And this film's about 83 minutes long, but given that this channel had adverts, it was about an hour and a half by the time I was done. But the actual film is about 83 minutes, so not a long film at all. It's under an hour and a half. I liked the drama as well, and the acting and the classic cinematography and the British tone we got. And of course Peter Cushing as well playing Victor Frankenstein. And of course Christopher Lee as the creature. The makeup effects on him look pretty good. They were good visual effects there. Of course, he didn't look anything like Boris Karloff because that look, I believe, was owned by Universal Studios, and this was distributed by Warner Brothers, internationally, but was under the production of Hammer Films. I thought the makeup effects looked good on Christopher Lee and how he was like sort of his own version of this monster. Of course, it must have been easy work for him, vocal-wise, because he didn't have any dialogue in it at all. Not that he needed it. A lot of it was all focused on, Peter Cushing as our character Frankenstein, and he pretty much plays the same sort of person he always plays in his films. But that's Peter Cushing, and that's what I expect nothing more, nothing less from him. He was good as Frankenstein, and this was, I think, the first movie that both Cushing and Lee did together. And I believe, these films that they worked on was definitely, the start of their long friendship that they had, both of them. I thought our secondary characters as well were interesting characters, like Paul Kirby, played by Robert O'Quall's Heart or something. I also liked Hazel Court as Elizabeth. She too was alright in this. Of course, there were some bits in the middle act where I thought it was a bit boring and a bit flat and stale. Some of the acting was a little poor in this, but probably in the 50s this were considered a bit like dramatic and stuff. I think the score was good as well in this. The score was alright, but some of the acting, like when he lures that man to the edge of the stairs and pushes him, I think that was a bit badly acted, and that goes look out and turns him round and pushes. I do, yeah. It's like I say, there were some dull moments in there, or moments in there that probably hadn't aged well. But at the end of the day, I just thought, I switch myself off to it and just enjoy the classic stuff and the visuals, whether they be good or poor. And I personally I like anything Frankenstein or Dracula or that, and that's what Hammer did. This was like the start of like Hammer Horror's Frankenstein franchise, because that's what Hammer Horror's became known for, the Dracula and Frankenstein sequels. I mean, they did other stuff, obviously, they did many more horrors. I feel like I'm going to sneeze then. Anyway, my ratings. What am I going to rate Curse of Frankenstein? I think I will give Curse of Frankenstein... I'll give it 3 stabs out of 5, because I do find it watchable. 3 stabs out of 5 for the Curse of Frankenstein. So there you go, there is my review for this one. Have you seen it? Let me know down in the comments below if you have, and if you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and share with your friends, and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. I've been Random Ross, and this has been a Revolting review, so until next time, don't have nightmares.